as Christians are saying that we want to make sure that everyone knows that Jesus is the reason for the season. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that Jesus is the reason for every season. Yeah. Yeah. I said he is the reason for every season. He is the reason that the flowers bloom in the springtime. He is the reason that the sun gives out energy to grow food in the summertime. He is the reason that the leaves have color in the fall. He is the reason that the germs die out in the wintertime. He is the reason for every season. He's not just the reason for this season. He's the reason for every season. And Jesus specializes in moving from season to season. And I don't know about you, you ought to have felt something right there, because he's moved in every season of your life. He's moved in every time you went through something. He's moved in every time you've been through something. He's moved in every time they've said something about you. He's moved in every time they put you down. And guess what? Even when you put your own self down, he's still moved. He is the reason for every single season. He's the reason through your hurting season. If there's anybody that know that friends have hurt you, parents have hurt you, children have hurt you, family have hurt you, but you kept trusting in the Lord and he brought you through that hurting season. If there's anybody that know that he'll get you through a hurting season, come on, put your hands together and give God a praise. He's the reason for a praying season. It is your prayer that allows you to get in contact with God. It is your prayer that allows you to get in touch with God. It is your prayer that allows you to be intimate with God. It is your prayer that allows you to tell God things that you couldn't even tell your own spouse, that you could not even tell your own children, that you could not even tell those friends that were closest to you. But he moved in your prayer life when you got down on your knees and when you were riding down the road. And ladies, when you were out clipping those flowers and when you were out mowing that yard or whatever you may have been doing, it was your prayer that allowed you to know that God is still a God that got you through your praying season. Everybody can get you through your praying season, but the Lord, he'll get you through your praying season. He will also get you through your deliverance season. And let's be real about it, y'all. And let's face it, you don't have to raise your hand and you don't have to say, yes, that's me, but God had to deliver all of us from something. I said God had to deliver all of us from something. I know the world focuses on addictions. I know the world focuses on everything that we can see. But God had to deliver every single one of us from something. If nothing else, he had to deliver you from your own self. Because you were your own worst enemy. You were the one who put you down more than anyone else. It was not your friends that were putting you down. It was not your co-workers that were putting you down. It was not your family that was putting you down. But every time you looked in the mirror, you had your head held down because you felt like you were less than enough. And God had to deliver you from that. He was there in your deliverance season. If I'm talking to anybody that knows that God delivered you from something, if nothing else, he delivered you from yourself. You got a right to pause right here. Put your hands together. The devil's been messing with your mind. He's been telling you you wasn't worth this and you wasn't worth that. But God delivered you from that. And now you can walk around with your head held high, realizing that I am more than a conqueror through him that loves me. He delivered me through my season. If he delivered you through that season, come on, give God a praise. He also delivered us through our breakthrough season. Our breakthrough season. After all you have went through, your family, your problems, your struggles, every situation that you did not know how it was going to turn out. You thought that there was a period at the end. You thought that there was an exclamation point at the end. But God put a comma there. Yes, he did. And said, I've got a breakthrough season for you. Even though you're about to give up, you're about to break through some things. You're about to arrive into an area that you've never seen before. You're about to arrive into a place in your life that you've never experienced before. And everybody in here who are where you are right now, you ought to be glad that there was a breakthrough season. Because had it not been a breakthrough season, you would not have what you have right now. You you are right now. You would not be waving your hands like you are right now. There was a breakthrough season. I don't know about y'all, but I'm glad that God, he delivered me through a breakthrough season when I thought the whole world was against me, and when I was about to give up, and when I thought that God didn't even love me himself. The one who said that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believe shall not perish but have everlasting life. I'm the very one that said, God, that was meant for everybody else except Jamie. But God showed me, oh no, when I said I love the world, that means I love the world. I've got a breakthrough season. I've got some blessings coming your way. I've got some miracles coming your way. You can't see them right now. You can't focus on them right now because you're focusing on your troubles and you're focusing on your problems and you're focusing on who hurt you and you're focusing on who left you. But you've got a breakthrough season coming, Jamie. And when I turned around, I said, when I turned around, I saw that the Lord blessed me more than I could ever be blessed. I don't know how I'm talking to anybody in here, but if you've ever experienced a breakthrough season, you want to put your hands together and give God some praise. You broke through when others thought you were going to break down. You broke through when others thought you were going to break loose. You broke through when others thought you were going to break apart. You've got a breakthrough season. And there's anybody that's glad that God is still the God of your breakthrough season, let's pause right here for about 10 seconds. Put your hands together. Give God some praise in the midst of the enemy who's trying to get you to give up. In the midst of the enemy who's trying to get you to turn around and say, oh no, he is still a God of my breakthrough season. So when you tell somebody that Jesus is the reason for the season, make sure you let them know just not Christmas season, just not December. But that's your opportunity to testify to them. And when you tell them that Jesus is the reason for the season, you can allow them to see that they've been through several seasons in their life. And he was there every single time.